Man, Vikings fans, can you feel that gut punch? Adam Thielen, our undrafted gem from 2013 who became a two-time Pro Bowler, just got waived by the Minnesota Vikings on Monday. At 35, in what he's calling his final NFL season, Thielen's camp approached the front office begging for a release. He wanted a bigger role, more snaps to chase those glory days. And just like that, after 11 quiet games with us, he's gone. 8 catches for 69 yards? That's not the Thielen we know, the one who ranks fourth in franchise history with 542 receptions. It's heartbreaking, but hey, what does this say about our depth chart? Tell me in the comments. Did we do him dirty? I mean, think about it. Thielen came back to us via trade right before the season kicked off, when injuries ravaged our wideouts like a North storm. We needed that veteran steadiness, that chain-moving magic, but it never clicked. He sat as a healthy scratch last Sunday while we got blanked 26-0 by the Seahawks. Ouch, that loss still stings like frostbite. As a fan who screamed his name at US Bank Stadium, I gotta ask, was this the right call for the team? Or did we just let a purple people eater slip away too soon? Our offense is evolving, but losing a guy like this feels like trading away a piece of our soul. But hold up, the plot thickens faster than a Vikings comeback. Just 24 hours later, boom, the Pittsburgh Steelers claim him off waivers on Tuesday. Now he's suiting up with Aaron Rodgers, his old NFC North rival, in a city that's all about that steel curtain grit. Thielen's heading to a 6-6 squad hungry for a playoff push in the AFC North, where every game's a bloodbath. As Vikings faithful, we're left wondering, will he light it up against us down the line? Or is this the spark our rivals didn't deserve? Skull or heartbreak? What's your take, fam? Alright, let's rewind that clock for a sec, because you can't grasp the Thielen saga without hitting those highlight reel feels. Back in 2013, this North Dakota farm boy signs with us as an undrafted free agent. Talk about underdog energy that screams Vikings. 9 seasons later, he's etched in purple stone. 5th all-time in receiving yards at 6,751. 3rd in touchdowns with 55. Remember those 2017 and 2018 Pro Bowls? He was our possession king, torching secondaries like a Viking longship on fire. Guys, that's not just stats, that's legacy. How many times did you toast to a Thielen grab that sealed a win? Drop your favorite memory below. I need that nostalgia hit right now. Fast forward to his detour. After leaving us in 2022, Thielen balled out with the Panthers, over 1,000 yards in 2023, and even in an injury-shortened 2024, he averaged 61.5 yards per game across 10 starts. 48 catches, 5 scores, that's veteran savvy we could have used. But when we traded for him this summer, hoping he'd plug those injury holes, it was like reuniting with an ex who just wouldn't click. Limited snaps, minimal targets, only 185 offensive plays in 11 games. As a fan, it kills me. Was our scheme too young and fast for his precise routes? Or did Father Time finally catch up? Either way, it forced his hand. And now, Pittsburgh's offense was starving for exactly what Thielen brings. A reliable vet who moves the chains without drama. Their core? Headlined by DK Metcalf, who's crossed 300 yards, 605 actually, with 45 grabs, but everyone else is scraping by. Calvin Austin 3 at 26 for 278. Roman Wilson with 12 for 166. Thielen steps in as that steady third option, the guy who doesn't drop the easy slant. Aaron Rodgers even joked post-practice Wednesday that Thielen's body feels the best it's been in ages because he wasn't playing much here. He's got a lot left in the tank, Rodgers said, and as a Vikings fan that burns our loss their gain. But does this fire up our young guns like Jordan Addison to step up? You betting yes or no? Picture this. Thielen touching down in Pittsburgh, helmet in hand, eyes locked on that playoff dream. The Steelers are 6-6, neck deep in an AFC North dogfight that's got more twists than a Vikings fourth-quarter rally. Baltimore's right there at 6-6 with the tiebreaker edge, and don't sleep on those 4-8 Bengals. Joe Burrow's back, slinging it like it's 2021. Pittsburgh's got a 44.8% shot at the division crown and 45.1% to snag a wild card. Per Sportsline's Stephen O. Thielen's arrival? It's their Hail Mary injection of experience. A chain mover for Rodgers, who's been vocal about needing reliable targets after that ugly 26-7 home loss to Buffalo. As Vikings fans, we're smirking a bit. Steelers reeling from 4-1-2-5 lately? Good luck with our cast-off. But let's get real. This move screams desperation on their end, and for Thielen, it's redemption city. He slashed his salary by $2 million and ditched $4 million in incentives for that trade to us. Talk about commitment to the purple. Now, with 5 weeks left, he's owed just $833,333 by Pittsburgh, a bargain for a guy who's played in 10 playoff games across his career. Imagine him out there, crisp routes pulling coverage away from Metcalf, who's averaging a career-low 50.4 yards per game this year. It's poetic, Thielen versus his old division foe Rodgers, the QB he torched so many times. Does this lit a fire under him to prove us wrong? Or will it fizzle like his Minnesota reunion? Hit me with your bold prediction in the comments. From our side, though, this waiver stings like a missed field goal in overtime. We waived him to clear space? Sure, but GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's statement hit hard. Thielen's team asked for it after that inactive versus Seattle. Our offense? It's young, explosive with Sam Darnold slinging to Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson. But depth matters. Thielen's exit spotlights how far we've come. Trading for him was a band-aid. Now we're building around stars. Still, as a passionate skull screamer, I wonder, did we undervalue his leadership in the locker room? Fans, would you have fought to keep him active? Let's debate. Your voice keeps this Vikings news alive. Zooming out, Vikings faithful, this Thielen trade or waiver feels like the end of an era, but damn if it doesn't hype our future. Remember when he was our secret weapon, that 6 feet 2 inches frame snagging contested balls like Thor's hammer? Those 55 touchdowns didn't come easy. They were forged in practice reps and purple pride. Now, watching him link up with Rodgers, who called him a veteran playmaker after Wednesday's session, it's bittersweet. He's got impetus to put good film out there, Rodgers quipped, and you know what? I believe it. Thielen's always been about heart over hype. But for us, this clears runway for rookies like Jalen Nailor to shine. Who's your breakout WR pick this stretch? Spill it below. Diving deeper into the numbers that make me proud. Thielen's franchise marks: 542 grabs, 6,751 yards. Put him right there with Chris Carter and Randy Moss in the pantheon. He wasn't flashy like those legends, but consistent, like clockwork. His Panthers stint proved he still had it. 1,000 plus in 23. Solid even in 24 despite missing time. Back with us, though? Injuries to others didn't translate to targets. Only 8 balls his way all season. That healthy scratch versus Seattle? It was the breaking point. A 26-0 embarrassment that exposed our WR inconsistencies. As a fan who's lived every snap, it hurts, but maybe it's the tough love we needed. Or was it mishandling an icon? Your thoughts? Keep 'em coming. Pittsburgh's betting on that Panther polish to steady their ship. Their passing game's 24th in yards per contest, and after trading George Pickens away in the offseason, they've leaned hard on Metcalf. Thielen joins a room with Austin, Wilson, Scotty Miller, solid, but no depth monsters. He could be that slot guy eating up underneath routes while Metcalf stretches the field. And with a massive Ravens clash Sunday, talk about instant audition. Vikings fans, imagine facing him in the playoffs. Irony overload. Would that reunion game give you chills or chills of revenge? Let's hear it. Your passion fuels these Vikings news breakdowns. Okay, let's crank up the emotion. Thielen's not just leaving. He's chasing one last ring in enemy territory, and as a Vikings diehard, I'm torn between respect and rivalry rage. This guy's the definition of grit. From undrafted to franchise cornerstone, he embodied our never say die spirit. That 2018 season, 113 catches, 1,372 yards, pure fire. Now, at 35, waived after requesting it, he's got that final ride hunger. Steelers see him as the puzzle piece for their playoff push, a vet to mentor while moving sticks. Rodgers' endorsement? Gold. Best his body has felt, he said. Ouch, shade at our usage? But hey, maybe it's true. Rest bred rust here. Fans, does this make you miss him more, or pump for our youth movement? Breaking it down structured. The timeline's brutal. Trade to us in late August for injury cover smart on paper. But 11 games, 69 yards? That's a fumble in the red zone for his legacy. The Seahawks blanking amplified it. Inactive on the sideline while we sputtered. His camp's plea? Bigger role. And who can blame him? This is curtain call. Pittsburgh pounced Tuesday, waving CB Darius Slay to make room. Veteran shuffle in a heated division. Our side? Freeze cap, snaps for others, but loses that purple heartbeat. As I replay his TD dances in my head, I gotta ask, best Thielen Vikings moment? Mine's that 19-game winner versus the Bears. Share yours. Let's relive the glory. Now, peering ahead, Thielen in black and gold could haunt us if the playoffs collide. Steelers at 44.8% division odds. But with Ravens owning tiebreakers and Burrow's Bengals lurking, it's chaos. Thielen's addition might tilt underneath routes, easing Metcalf's load. Guys at 605 yards but looking human. For us Vikings, at our current clip, this is a wake-up. Develop the room or regret it. But damn, the storytelling here? From farm fields to Steel City, epic. What if he balls out and we face him? Revenge arc or respectful nod? Drop your hot takes. This Vikings news chat's just heating up. Whoa, slow down. Before we rage quit on this news, let's appreciate Thielen's full arc. Because it's the stuff of NFL fairy tales that every Vikings fan lives for. Undrafted in 13, he claws onto the roster, becomes our go-to by 2015. Those stats? Not accidents, hard work, film junkie mentality. 6,751 yards, 5th all-time. Imagine the yards he gained after contact, trucking DBs like a berserker. His Panthers glow up post us? Proof he's adaptable. But our reunion flop? 8 grabs in 11 games screams mismatch. That healthy scratch? Catalyst for change. As a fan yelling from the stands, it felt wrong. Vets deserve respect. You agree? Or tough roster reality? Comment storm incoming. Structuring the heartbreak. Injuries hit our WR's preseason, so we snag him, logical. Yet, with Jefferson and Addison cooking, targets dried up. 185 snaps? That's backup territory, not Thielen prime. The Monday waiver? His request, our grant, mutual but raw. Tuesday claim by Pittsburgh? Lightning strike. Now he's with Rodgers, bonding over golf trips and Tahoe vibes from back in the day. A lot of impetus. QB says, translation. Motivated vet ready to prove doubters wrong. For Steelers, it's low-risk juice. For us, a purple void. But does this spotlight our growth? Young blood rising, exciting or scary? Teasing the ripple. AFC North's a meat grinder. Steelers versus Ravens Sunday could feature Thielen early. Their 45.1% playoff shot? Boosted, maybe. Metcalf's the star, but Thielen's the glue, per reports. As Vikings kin, we're plotting our path. Darnold to Hawkinson bombs, defense feasting. This move? It humanizes the game, loyalty versus opportunity. Thielen's wife even tweeted about wanting him on the field for his finale. Heartstrings tugged. Fans, if he scores on us later, you cheering the player or booing the jersey? Let's unpack that emotion. Your replies make this community roar. All right, Vikings Warriors, let's inject some fire into this farewell. Thielen's waiver isn't defeat. It's a chapter close that spotlights our resilience. Remember 17? He erupts for 91 catches, 1,276 yards, earning that first Pro Bowl. That was our guy, the under-the-radar threat who flipped games. Post-Minnesota, Carolina loved him. 1,000 yards in 23, steady in 24 despite bumps. Back here, the magic fizzled. 69 yards total? Brutal stat line for a Hall of Fame trajectory. Seattle's 26-0 rout, him benched healthy? The nail. But as a fan who's tailgate in Sub-Zero, I see silver lining, more reps for the kids. Who's next up, Naylor or Van Jefferson? Your call in the comments. Narrating the swap. Front office fields his camp's plea Monday, release for roll. We oblige, waivers hit. Pittsburgh, smelling blood, claims Tuesday, cuts Slay for space. Now Thielen's in a 6-6 fray, joining Metcalf's crew where depth's thinner than our patience after losses. Rodgers' quip, spot-on motivation. Hasn't played much, so fresh. Zing! Steelers hope he chains drives, eases their 24th ranked pass game. For us, cap relief but legacy echo. Those 55 TDs? Third in history, irreplaceable swagger. Did we squander his twilight? Or smart asset management? Debate rages, join it. Suspense building, with 5 weeks ticking. Thielen eyes postseason snaps he craved. Steelers division odds at 44.8%, playoffs 45.1%, he could tip scales. Imagine him versus Burrow's Bengals lurking. For Vikings news, this underscores evolution. From Thielen era to Jefferson's explosion. But the story? Pure drama, rival QB, final bow. As I clutch my horn in excitement, I ask, rooting for Thielen's success off-field, or pure rivalry hate? Your passion here keeps the Skol chant alive. Let's hear those roars. Deep breath, fam. Thielen's journey from Purple Prince to Steel City Savior is the kind of twist that makes NFL Sundays addictive. Flash to 2018. Second Pro Bowl, 97 grabs, 1,135 yards. Thielen was unstoppable, our chain gang hero. Then Panthers polish. 23,000-yard club, 24 efficiency even hurt. Reunion with us, poetic intent poor. Execution, 8 catches, bench in blowout. That 26-0 to Seattle? Wake up for all. His request, bold earned. Waived Monday, claimed Tuesday NFL speed. Pittsburgh's gain, vet for Rodgers' arsenal. As a fan, it's like losing a brother. Painful, proud. Best Thielen tribute? Hit comments. Layering the logic. Injuries forced the trade. WR core crippled. But youth surged, he faded to periphery. 185 snaps? Criminal underuse. Steelers post-Pickens trade. Desperate. Metcalf carries, others lag. Thielen fits. Slot precision, no ego. Rodgers practice praise? Lots left in tank. Fuels the fire. Their AFC North mess? Ravens tiebreaker. Bengals hungry. Thielen's the X factor? For us, opportunity. Addison's deep threats, Hawkinson's yards after catch. This waiver, catalyst for focus. But legacy, 542 receptions, 4th all-time eternal purple. Hooking the horizon. Postseason whispers for him, motivation maxed. Steelers' 45.1% wildcard shot, his routes could unlock it. Versus Baltimore clash, instant test. Vikings side were geared for push. Defense dominates, offense clicks sans drama. Thielen's story? Underdog to endgame inspires. Fans, if paths cross in playoffs, you tearing up or tackling hard. This Vikings news pulse check needs your vibe. Pour it out. Igniting the chat, Skol Squad. Thielen's exit hits like a blocked punt return. Unexpected, but opens lanes. His 13 debut? Raw potential exploding into 6,751 yards. 5th in lore. TD King at 55. 3rd spot. Panthers validated. 1,000 in 23. 61.5 average 24. Here, mismatch 69 yards. Scratch in shutout. Request granted, waivers cleared to Pitt. Now with Rodgers' old golf buds, he's primed. Fresh body, big impetus. QB notes. Steelers need it. 24th in passing, Metcalf solo star. As fan, gutted but grateful. Your Thielen playlist top track? Comments. Unpacking the pivot. Preseason trade for injury fix. Calculated. Yet no targets amid stars. Monday plea, Tuesday snag, veteran carousel. Pittsburgh waves slay, adds glue. Their 6-6 grind. 44.8% division. Ravens looming. Thielen moves chains, mentors youth. Depth blooms, nailer time? This frees energy for playoff hunt. Legacy intact. Undrafted to icon. Did usage error cost us? Or right for rebuild? Weigh in. Tease the thrill. Final 5 games, his ring chase peaks. Steelers versus Cincy Lurkers, Burrow Factor. For Vikings news, it's evolution tale. Past honors future. Imagine reunion revenge. Electric. Fans, success for him means what? Pride or pain? Your words spark the fire. Let's blaze. Ramping up. Purple pride. Thielen's saga? Blueprint for belief from 13 walk-on to franchise face. Those Pro Bowls? Earned grit. Panthers peak, 1,000 yards, steady scores. Reunion rust. 8 grabs. Bench blues. Waiver quest, steal claim, whirlwind. Rodgers raves. Tank full. Motivation unlocked. Pitts WR thin. Metcalf leads. Rest trails. 6-6 fight. 45.1% playoffs. Fan heart? Mixed. Love the man, hate the move. Iconic grab memory? Share. Detailing drama. Injuries spark trade. Need met? No snap starved. Seattle 26-0. Breaking point. His camp pushes, we release. Tuesday. Black gold embrace. Slay out. Thielen in roster roulette. AFC North Inferno. Ravens edge. Bengals bite. He chains for Rodgers, opens field. Vikings gain youth reps, cap ease. 542 catches? Immortal. Underused verdict? Your jury. Suspense spike. Postseason shot, his last dance. Steelers-Ravens showdown? Spotlight. Our arc. Darnold dazzles. D feasts. Thielen twist. Rival fuel. Fans playoff clash feels? Goosebumps or grudge? Vikings news thrives on you. Unleash. Fueling the frenzy, Vikings kin. Thielen's trailblaze. Undrafted fire to 6,751 yards legend. 55 TDs. Third ever. Carolina cash. 23 explosion. 24 resilience. Here, harmony lost. 69 yards, sideline sting. Plea met, waivers won by Pitt. Best felt yet. Rodgers beams, spark lit. Their attack. Metcalf maven, backups bare. Division duel. 44.8% crown shot. Torn fan soul. Farewell fierce. Career highlight reel fave. Drop it. Tracing turns. WR wounds pre-week 1. Trade tonic. Fizzled fast. Targets tanked, 185 plays pale. Monday mercy, Tuesday takeover. Slay sacrificed, vet vaulted. 6-6 scrum. Tiebreak torment. Burrow brew. Thielen threads needles, Rodgers relieved. Bloom below, Addison ascends. Legacy lock. 4th in grabs. Call wrong. Comment court. Hook high. Weeks wind down. Glory glimmers. Steelers surge. His savvy sways. Ravens rumble soon, watch. Vikings vision. Stars align, storm brews. His arc arcs us, grit gospel. Fans, him thriving, joy or jab. Your spark ignites. Roar on. Pulse pounding. Skull squad. Thielen's testament. 13 nobody to purple pillar. Pro Bowl punch. Yardage yacht at 6,751. Panther power. 1,023. Average ace 24. Reunion ripple. 8 snags. Shutout shadow. Release ripple, steal snatch. Tank talk from Arad. Impetus immense. Pit pass poor. 24th rank. DK dominant. North nasty. 45.1% wild hope. Fan fire, bittersweet blaze. Epic TD tale. Tell. Timeline tease. Injury import trade tease. Snap scarce. Bench bite. Camp call, waiver wave. Claim crash. CB cut. AFC arena. Ravens reign. Cincy creep. Chain champ arrives. Routes revive. Vikings vibe. Fresh flow. Funds free. 55 scores. Summit. Mismanage. Muse. Momentum mount. Finale. 5 fate folds. Steelers steal up. Thielen thrust. Burrow backdrop. Division dance. Our odyssey. Offense orbits. D devours. Story sings, legacy lifts. Fans crossroad cry. Thrill or thrill kill. Vikings news needs noise. Make it. Energy exploding, warriors. Thielen's triumph, from farm to fame. 542 snatches supreme. TD trove at 55, history's hug. Carolina Crescendo, 23 Blaze, 24 Ballast. Viking Venture, Yards Yawn, 26-0 Nadir. Ask Answered, Pit Pounce. Fresh Fire, Rogers Fuels. WR Weak, Metcalf Muscle, Mates Meh. 6-6 Gauntlet, 44.8% Throne Tease. Heart Heavy, Hype High. Viking Victory Vignette, Voice. Event Echo Herd Harvest, Haul Him Home. Plays Pinch, Inactive Ice. Monday Motion, Tuesday Triumph. Slay Sidelined, Sage Slotted. North Nexus, Tie Torment Joe Jolt. Vet Vibe Chain Chase. Purple Plus, Prospects Pop, Payroll Play. Underdog Unearthed, Error or Era End. Echo, Anticipate Arc. Clock Clicks, Crown's Call. Steelers Stomp, His Savvy Seals. Ravens Rage Imminent, Rivet. Vikings Vault, Velocity via Youth. Narrative Nest, Norseman Nod. Fans Finale Feel, Fist Pump or Fumble. Pour Passion, Power This. Vibes Vibrating, Fam. Thielen's Tapestry. Thread from 13 to Titan. Yards Yonder 6,751. Grabs Grandeur 542. Scores Soar 55. Third Throne. Panther Pinnacle. Yard Yacht 23. Steady 24. Homecoming Haze. 69 Meager. Bench Burn. Wish Waived. Waiver Win for West. Tank Topped. Arad Affirms Thrust. Pass Parade Paucity. DK Drive. Depth Drought. Division Dirge. 45.1% Portal. Soul Stir. Salute Sharp. Signature Snag Story. Spill. Pathway Parse. Wound Wave Welcome Back. Targets Taper 185 Ts. Plea Pulse. Release Rush. Claim Coup Corner Cull. Arena Agony. Ball Breaker. CIN Shadow. Route Ruler Reigns. Rogers Rests. Team Tweak. Talent Test Treasure Trove. Icon Intact. Fault or Forward. Forum. Cliffhanger Climb. Stretch Sprint. Stake Sky. Pit Push. Playmaker Propels. North Nightcap. Nerves. Our Orbit. O-Line Owns. Ends Erupt. Epic Etch Enduring. Fans Him vs. US. Hype or Hurt. Hype the Hype. Your Heat. Rapping Wild. Skull Siblings. Thielen's Odyssey. Orphan to Oracle Legacy Luminous. Pro Polish Panther Proof. Purple Paws Painful. 8 Echoes Scratch Scar. Gone but Golden. Steelers Seize. Rogers Rallies. Film Feast Ahead. Offense Oasis. Chain King crowns it. AFC Inville. Odds 44.8% Divvy. 45.1% Dance. Fan Flame Fierce Farewell. Ultimate Underdog Uprising. Yours? Final Frame. Trade Tether Snapped. Waiver Whirlwind. Monday Morn. Tuesday Twist. Slay Swap Vet Vault. North Noir. Rival Rumble. Burrow Bite. Depth Dream for Us Dawn New. 6,751 Ghosts Guide. Right Release. Reflect. There it is, Vikings fam. This Thielen Thunderbolt shakes the league, but our purple heart beats stronger. From his undrafted dawn to Steel City sunset, he's pure inspiration. What's your big takeaway from this Vikings news bombshell? Did we miss a beat? Or is this our launch pad? Sound off below. I read every one. If this fired you up, smash that like button, subscribe for more Raw Skull breakdowns, drop a comment with your hottest opinion, and share with your tailgate crew. Let's keep the Vikings nation roaring. Skull Vikings. Until next time, stay purple, stay passionate.